All right, let's talk about something new. A second opinion that lives right in your pocket. We're diving into the world of AI and dermatology, how artificial intelligence is starting to look at our skin. This is a really fascinating and honestly a potentially life-saving new frontier in medicine. So let's get right into it.
Okay, we all know that feeling, right? That little jolt of anxiety when you spot something on your skin. Maybe it's a new mole or an old one that just looks a little different. And that worry, yeah, it can kick in almost instantly. So, you found that spot and it's bugging you. What's your first thought? I gotta get this checked out by a specialist. And you're absolutely right to think that. But here's the thing, that's often where the real headache starts. Because the reality is getting in to see a dermatologist can take, well, months. There's a huge shortage of them, especially if you don't live in a big city. So you're stuck in this long, stressful waiting game. And let's be honest, when you're worried about your skin, waiting is the absolute last thing you want to do.
But what if technology could step in and help bridge that gap? Well, that's exactly what's happening. Say hello to the AI dermatologist, a whole new kind of tool you can get on the device you're probably watching this on right now.
Just picture it. You'd pull out your phone, snap a picture of that spot that's been worrying you, and boom, within seconds, an algorithm gives you a risk assessment. I mean, that's the incredible promise here, right? Instant information, which could lead to catching things earlier, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of peace of mind.
And hey, this isn't some far-off science fiction future. This stuff is here, right now. You've got apps like Skin Vision, First Derm, and even giants like Google are getting in the game with their own dermatology assist tools. This technology is already in the hands of millions of people.
Okay, so how on earth does your phone's camera suddenly turn into a medical scanner? It feels like magic, but it's not. It's a very specific, very clever type of AI. Let's pull back the curtain and see how it actually learns to, well, see. The secret sauce is something called a convolutional neural network, or CNN for short. Now, just think of a CNN as a super smart computer brain. It's been trained by looking at millions of pictures of skin spots, both harmless and dangerous. It slowly teaches itself to recognize all those tiny telltale signs, the weird borders, the funky colors, the asymmetry, all the things a human doctor trains for years and years to see. So when you upload a photo, the process is actually pretty simple to understand. First, the AI scans every single pixel of that image. Then it starts hunting for those key features we just mentioned, the borders, colors, and so on. And finally, after weighing all that evidence, it classifies what it sees, usually giving you a result like low risk, medium risk, or high risk.
All right, this all sounds pretty incredible, doesn't it? And in a lot of ways, it really is. But, and you knew there was a but coming, with any powerful new tech, you've got to look at the whole picture. It's time for a little reality check.
So on the plus side, the benefits are huge. You get a super fast risk assessment, it's accessible to almost anyone with a phone, and it gets people to actually look at their skin. That's fantastic. But the limitations are just as important. For one, these systems can have a bias, especially if they weren't trained on enough images of diverse skin tones. Plus, the quality of your photo matters a lot. A blurry, poorly lit picture can totally throw off the result. And of course, the regulators are still trying to figure out how to handle all this. And that brings us to what is, without a doubt, the single most important takeaway from all of this. I'm going to say it clearly. These tools do not, I repeat, do not replace the clinical judgment of a real human doctor. They're a helper, a guide. They are not the final answer.
Okay, so if it's not a digital doctor, then what the heck is it? Well, the best way to think about this technology is as a super smart triage tool. Its real job isn't to diagnose you, it's to sort you.
Think about how an emergency room works. A triage nurse quickly assesses everyone to figure out who needs to be seen right away and who can wait. That's exactly what this AI is doing, but for skin issues. It's helping to manage the massive demand on dermatologists by flagging the people who really, truly need to be moved to the front of the line.
So here's how that workflow actually looks in the real world. You, the patient, snap a photo. The AI takes a look and gives a risk score. If it's low risk, you get some reassurance and you can keep an eye on it. Moderate risk, the system tells you to make an appointment with your regular doctor. But if it's high risk, boom, you could get fast-tracked straight to a dermatologist, skipping that months-long wait list. And notice that last step, no matter what, a physician is the one who confirms everything and makes the final call.
And that right there, that's the real vision for the future. It's not about robots replacing doctors. Not at all. It's about creating this incredibly powerful partnership between the human expert and their new AI assistant,
making the whole system work better for all of us.
This chart breaks it down perfectly. Look, if you just use an AI tool, you get incredible speed and access, but the accuracy isn't perfect. If you just rely on a dermatologist, the accuracy is top-notch, but good luck getting an appointment quickly. But check out that last column, the AI plus dermatologist combo. That's the sweet spot. You get the fast triage from the AI, high accessibility for that first screen, and then the highest level of accuracy from the doctor. It's really the best of both worlds.
So let's wrap this up. What are the big takeaways here? Number 1, AI is a support tool, not a replacement doctor. Number 2, a human physician has to be in the loop. It's essential for safety. Number 3, its biggest power right now is as a frontline triage system. And finally, and this is the most exciting part, it has the real potential to help find problems earlier and, yes, actually save lives.
So I want to leave you with this one last thought. Dermatology is all about visual pattern recognition. It's about looking at something and seeing the signs. And what is this kind of AI really good at? Visual pattern recognition. So you have to ask yourself, could dermatology be the first area of medicine that is completely transformed by AI? It's a pretty powerful idea to think about. Thanks for joining me.